Wait, did I hear that right? Monsieur Neurvalet, are you sure you'd like to take over the case yourself?
That's right.
No, but why? Technically speaking, cases like this are better left to the guards.
Neverlet! Sidine! Hey there! What are you two talking about?
Traveler in Paimon, please help me talk our Chief Justice. No, this is completely unprecedented. How could—
Thank you for your concern, but I currently have no such plans. Oh, apologies. I took your question in earnest, but it now occurs to me that it was most likely in jest.
So, what is it exactly? It sure sounds serious if it's something you've got to investigate personally.
A Melusine named Kiara received a threat letter.
And then?
That is all the information I have acquired at this stage.
Huh?
I have no idea why you're so hung up over this. I've checked the schedule in advance, and it seems like there aren't any trials today. So, if you insist, I have no objections.
Thank you for understanding.
Then I shall return to my post for now. Should anyone visit while you are away, I will be sure to make a record of it. I sincerely hope that you will return soon.
Judging from Sidine's reaction, it must be pretty rare for you to investigate stuff personally. What's so special about this case?
I cannot tell you just yet, but it reminded me of certain past events. There could be complicated conflicts of interest behind all this, so I must eliminate all risks in advance.
Come on, stop being so secretive! We still have no idea what's going on!
It is not my intention to keep you in the dark, but I need some time to revisit those memories and collect my thoughts. Long story short, a little more than 400 years ago I became the Iudex of Fontaine and initiated a series of institutional reforms. There were few people I could trust, but I had two subordinates who were exceptionally trustworthy and capable. Carol, a Melusine, and Vautrin, leader of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
They must have been amazing people to receive such high praise from you!
Indeed. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to protect them. The reforms damaged the interests of some, and the more conservative faction took advantage of Carol's identity to instigate political unrest. Ultimately, they wanted me to yield more of my power. The incident resulted in Carol taking her own life, and Vautrin being exiled. From then on, I've been especially careful when dealing with cases related to Melusines. All Melusines used to live a secluded life away from human society. I granted their wishes when some of them, including Carol, asked me to bring them to the court of Fontaine. Many common folk believe that I share a special bond with the Melusines, and whatever they do can be traced back to me. Some of them, especially those who hold a grudge against me, exploit that belief and stir up conflict over Melusines in an attempt to lay the blame on me. I have nothing against the opinions of others, but the moment a whirlpool of conspiracy forms, it inevitably affects the innocent. It has already happened once, and I want to make sure it does not happen again.
Even so, why do you have to be the one investigating? There's the guards, the Maréchaussée Phantom, and the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. Aren't they more than enough to figure out what's going on?
Based on prior experience, there is a high chance that those who hold hostility towards me do not belong to the same department. The political system of Fontaine is relatively complex and involves the interests of multiple different factions. However, since I am technically an outsider in Fontaine, a lot of trouble could be avoided if I personally took on the case.
Outsider? But aren't you the Chief Justice of Fontaine? Why would you be an outsider?
I understand where you are coming from, but there is not necessarily a connection between my responsibilities and how I perceive myself. You know very well about my true identity, and have even met others of my kind in other nations. Even though I was born with a human form, there is a fundamental difference between dragons and humans. Taking on the role of Chief Justice does not make me a part of this community. In fact, the status I was granted has prevented me from forming deeper bonds with others. I have lived in Fontaine for a long time, but I do not belong here. That is why I call myself an outsider, a fish out of water.
Yeah, we have nothing to do with all those organizations anyway. So how about we come with you on your investigation? Let's team up and round up all the bad guys lurking in the dark.
That does not sound like a bad idea. I rarely investigate cases on my own, but with professionals like you around, I'm sure it will go a lot smoother.
Oh, Paimon's starting to get a little embarrassed. Just leave it to us.
Let us go. We should visit Kiara first and try to gain a better understanding of the situation.
So Neverlet feels like he doesn't truly belong here in Fontaine, but Paimon feels like he has a kinda skewed perspective on a lot of things. Paimon's been thinking. You called yourself a fish out of water, right? But since you're the Hydro Dragon, would a dragon out of water suit you better?
Thank you for your suggestion. I will consider using the more... Please allow me to rephrase. Has a dragon out of water?
Ugh. That sounds kind of weird. Let's stick with...
One with nature. Chih! The wind knows me.
Three? No. Looks like...
Time to go.
weather's amazing today.
Kiara,
Huh? Monsieur Neuvillette! And you are? Oh, I remember. You're the Traveler and Paimon. I've heard about you. Aw, she's adorable! Hey! Thanks for the compliment. Is there anything I can do for you?
I heard from Sidine that you received a threatening letter.
A threatening letter? Oh, right! I remember now. The letter fell through the crack in my door as I was heading out this morning. It said something about catching me, so I thought someone wanted to play hide and seek. But Sidine told me it was a threatening letter, and that I could be in danger. But that's not gonna happen with everyone looking after me, right?
Have you run into any suspicious-looking people recently?
Suspicious-looking people? What counts as suspicious? Ah! Did you think of something? Nope. I don't remember meeting anyone like that.
Do you still have the letter with you? I want you to show me what it says.
Oh, let's see. Found it.
Now then, get lost. If you don't leave the Maréchaussée Phantom, I will come and catch you in person. Don't say I didn't warn you. A simple threat. Neither the handwriting nor the content itself. We can't rule out that possibility. Since you can't think of anyone suspicious, I will be heading back to the Palais Mermonia to review some official documents. Kiara, you should come with us. It's safer if you stay close by.
Sure! Wait, no. I still have a case to work on. I promised Alof that I'd check on her place later.
But you are being watched right now. Going off on your own could be dangerous.
And that's where we come in to help. We'll stay with Kiara and make sure she's safe. With us around, anyone's... Thank you, Traveler. Big Sis Paimon.
All right. Let us go our separate ways for now. Please take care of Kiara.
We'll take her to a lost place right away. So, Kiara, how old are you? Let me think. 1, 2, 10? I can't remember. But I remember coming to the Court of Fontaine with Carol and Neuvillette. That must have been a long time ago. Carol? Didn't Neuvillette mention her just now? That was more than 400 years ago. How would Paimon be a big sister to you? My memory isn't that good. But Carol told me I could address others based on how I feel about them. Paimon feels a lot more grown up than me, so you're a big sis. Huh, Paimon sees. Hey, Traveler, did you hear that? Strange. Olaf!
Kiara, you're here. Huh? Wait, aren't these two...
Oh, they're the Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
I thought so. What brings you here? Did you run into any trouble?
It's not really trouble anymore with us. May I begin inspecting the store as planned?
Of course. Go ahead.
No hazards detected. You've cleared the inspection. Seems like the criminal from that... That was quick. What? I took a look around the shop. Neuvillette says that us Melazines have special eye things like bloodstains.
All right. Now that you're done, hear me out. I'm planning to release an outfit for children next month.
Of course! Is there anything I need to do?
Please wait a moment while I take your measurement.
Seems like they get along really... Huh? What are you looking at? Is there really someone watching us? Shh!
Strange?
Gotcha! Ah! Charlotte, what are you doing? Oh, wait, don't tell Pun.
Threat letter? What threat letter? This is Star.
You want to interview him?
That's right. I'm not the only one, you know. But it's not an easy task to accomplish. The Palais Mermonia rarely accepts appointment requests from us, and we never have the chance to interrupt when the court's in session. So imagine how surprised I was seeing him out on the streets today. It seemed like you were investigating something too. The perfect opportunity to whip up an exclusive, don't you think? Of course, I'll make sure to turn in my manuscript to him for review. I have my principles, and I'd never publish an article without the consent of all parties involved.
Yeah, we're doing a secret investigation that can't be made public knowledge.
I see. Well, if you say so, I guess I'll put this matter aside for now. In exchange, could you tell me what the threat letter is about?
All right, then.
What?
Shh, not so...
It just so happens. I'll ask my colleagues about it. Who knows? We might find something. But I gotta warn you.
Why?
People care a great Anyway, I'll get...
Well, that was a nice chat.
Time to go.
What do you think? The design look...
I think it's great!
Huh. It's very pretty indeed.
Cloran! What are you doing here? It seems that you just showed up out of nowhere!
As I passed by the Palais Mermonia, I heard that Neuvillette was investigating a case with you. Technically speaking, he and I are under an employer-employee relationship. I happen to have some time at the moment, and came to take a look. I sometimes have my clothes custom-made at this boot.
Ah, Neuvillette sure is lucky.
Leave this to me. You should go meet up with Neuvillette.
Okay, then,
How has your work been recently?
Same as usual. My schedule normally isn't too packed, so I have plenty of time for myself.
Ooh, then shall we go out to play? How about a beach vacation, like last time? I've even signed up as a volunteer lifeguard. I'm really good at swimming, so I'm sure I can help.
Oh, you're back. Is everything all right?
We ran into Cloran. She offered to help us protect.
That is good to hear. I trust her abilities. It looks like Kiara is in good hands.
We thought so too.
I've been looking over the case records, specifically inspection reports. I've come up with 2 plans. On the other, I could also analyze the conflicting interests of these major cases and...
They both sound like pretty solid plans.
Don't worry. I'm a fast reader when it comes to official documents. After all, I have several hundred years of reviewing under my belt.
We'll help you read through them. We have nothing else to do.
Thank you. I will continue looking through the ones piled up on the desk, but feel free to browse through anything else in this room. Have you made any progress?
We skipped through some of them, but there wasn't anything useful. Oh, there's so many documents lying around. Just how many cases have you handled?
I would love to answer that question, but the truth is I've never made a precise calculation myself. If memory serves me right, there should be at least 100,000 cases. The documents you see are just a small fraction of what's really there.
Whoa, that's a lot.
That might be how it seems from another's perspective, but trials and official duties are, to me, simply routine. There are many documents here.
You read Paimon's mind.
All right, let us take a break then.
Even the resting is a part of taking a break. All the silence is making Paimon feel really awkward.
Please pardon my lack of consideration. People rarely come to the Palais Mermonia for matters outside of work. To be quite honest, I am not sure what we should do. Would you like to have some drinks, perhaps? You must be thirsty after all.
Ooh, drinks! Thank you! Paimon wonders what Novelette likes to do. He seems like the type of person who'd own an entire winery. What's inside these glasses? It looks just like water.
An astute observation. It is indeed water.
So it's just plain old...
What did you think it was?
Since you're the Chief Justice...
This water is indeed very special. It would not be an overstatement to call... I believe you've already tried Fonta. In fact, there are many other Said water is sourced from all across Tevat, including Mondstadt's Cider Lake, Liyue's Chingtsa village, and Inazuma's Konda village. Here is one of their latest products, water from Sumeru's Apam Woods. If I were to comment on their mouthfeel, the waters of Cider Lake... Distinct differences exist between the...
Really? Let Paimon try!
What do you think?
Nope. Paimon couldn't taste any different.
How regrettable. It seems like you still have a long way to go in refining your...
Hey, this doesn't have to do with refining our taste. Paimon... Oh, could it be because you're the Hydro Dragon? We are allowed to bring that up, right? Oh, Paimon's been wanting to ask this for ages. If you're... Sorry. Paimon was just curious. You don't have to answer.
There's nothing to hide. I was simply organizing my thoughts. I accepted this position because I wanted to seek out answers to questions that have perplexed me.
Questions? Are there really things you can't think?
Many, in fact. But the one question that puzzles me the most concerns... In essence, I neither know why I was born in this... For a long time, my memory was rather incomplete. With regard to the primordial sea, perhaps the elemental dragons of other nations may have some form.
True. Some of them have
I have been holding on to these unanswered questions for a long... But there is one thing I've discovered along the way. My emotions easily resonate with those of others. Even I don't have the slightest idea what they mean. My guess would be that there are at least some similarities between...
Have you made any progress then?
Perhaps, but I find such progress difficult to describe. That's why I'm quite thankful for this chat.
Are we gonna continue reading?
I wasn't able to find any leads even after...
Water? Do you mean...
That's right. The Fountain of Lucine is where all of Fontaine's waters can... If there really were an organization attempt... Perhaps we'll be able to find some new leads by sensing the hydro element. Perhaps we should go. There shouldn't be too many people near...
Time to go.
Monsieur Neuvillette?
I probably shouldn't disturb them. I wonder what's going on.
Looks like we got lucky today. There's hardly anyone around.
Oh, Traveler, can you still hear the voices from the fountain?
Perhaps leave the investigation to me. I need you to take a few...
A safe distance? Neuvillette, what exactly are you... Whoa, it's glowing! Thank you for bringing us here, Monsieur Neuvillette. The Court of Fontaine is truly incredible. There's so many things I've never seen or heard before.
I understand your excitement, but there's no need to thank me. Although I have responded to your wishes, it was not without personal interest. Melusine's special sight make them especially suited for joining the Maréchaussée Phantom. I'm certain you'll become an indispensable part of Fontaine's detective force.
I know, but I'm really glad to be of help. Not only can I repay you for your kindness, but also, it feels like my life has become a lot more meaningful.
But a meaningful life also comes with its risks.
It's definitely the safest. In truth, for almost 20 years, we've stayed in our...
I understand your confusion. In fact, I feel the same way. I too came here for an answer to my questions about my own existence.
Really? Could Would you tell us what we should do to fit in as you did? The truth is, many people threw rocks at us today and told us to go back to our village. It hurt a lot when they hit me in the head, and I tried really hard not to cry.
Logically speaking, both time and effort are essential when different species attempt to peacefully coexist. It will be a difficult road ahead, with countless obstacles to overcome. Different identities and ways of thinking all contribute to strengthening the barrier between one another. There aren't many suggestions I can share, because just like you, I haven't fully integrated into this society.
Oh, I see. Let's all do our best then. I'm confident that we'll find the meaning of our existence one day.
I believe in you, but you shouldn't lose sight of the difficulties ahead. If you run into any trouble,
Huh? Is he the person I met in the Palais Marmonia earlier?
Yes? Do you have any concerns?
That stone-faced human. He didn't even bother to look at me when I tried talking to him. It felt like he wasn't interested in anything but work.
He is an earnest man. There will be plenty of opportunities to work together in the future, so please try to get along.
Hello. Can I help with anything?
Thanks, but no need.
Oh. Hello, I'm Carol, a Melazine. Is there anything you need help with?
Get away from here! I'm calling the guards.
Please, calm down. I don't mean to cause any harm.
Hard to say.
Yeah, we should probably stay away from these mobs.
Why should we trust this species from who knows where anyway? I can't believe Nervilet.
Exactly. That so-called Chief Justice even granted them official positions. Not only that, but they're now responsible for—
Go away! Quit!
I'm not leaving. I won't let you say bad stuff about him. We joined the Mare Chaussee Phantom and solved lots and lots of cases. We've never done anything wrong.
Solving cases? With Nervilet in cahoots with you. You could have fabricated it all, and no one would know. So tell me, how can you guarantee that you Melazines aren't involved in anything that occurred recently?
Didn't I tell you before? Don't go advertising if you're not a good talker.
Vautrin?
Aside from spreading unjustified rumors, if you continue insulting members of the Mare Chaussee Phantom, the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol has every right to subject you to interrogation. There have indeed been an increase in cases recently, perhaps due to the shifting currents of conspiracy, and I understand your concern. However...
Even the captain of the security patrol is on their side. Nervilet's newly reformed police force is already corrupt to the core.
How can two completely different species possibly coexist?
You heard that?
Yeah. I don't understand. Why won't anyone believe us?
There have been rumors saying that you were born from calamity, and that you inherently bring danger to those around you. There are countless negative rumors about you floating around in Fontaine. It's near impossible for you to become a part of this society.
Monsieur Nervilet said that we needed to put both time and effort in. I still want to try a little harder. Thank you for bailing me out earlier. Okay, I won't be taking any more of your time. I painted a lot of flyers last night, so I have to stay and hand them out.
Give them to me.
You're not gonna...
We'll hand them out together. The faster we get this done, the sooner we can head back.
Neuvillette. What's this?
Medals of Peace, awarded to you and Vautrin. Thank you for your continued dedication in the past 5 years. You've taken one small step forward in helping Melusines gain the
I think I'll pass.
Hey, don't say that. We wouldn't have made it this far with it. It won't be long before Melusines begin living peacefully with the humans. Just the thought of it makes me happy.
Don't keep your hopes up. We've barely scratched the surface. There's still a long way to go before that dream of yours comes true.
You blockhead! Don't ruin the mood!
Vautrin brings up a good point. The trust humans have placed in you is still very fragile. Please be on your guard for the next few days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it.
Medal of Peace? Peace isn't going to give us back what's rightfully ours.
Are you sure we should do this? We're no match for Neuvillette, even with all our powers combined. What if...
Nah, not gonna happen. As long as he remains in his position, there's no chance he'd take us out personally. There are rules even he must comply with in the political sphere. Unless he wants to become an enemy of Fontaine. So quit worrying and just go ahead with it. I've already planned out the murder. Once we lay the blame on the Melusines as the person who brought them to the court of Fontaine, Neuvillette will be left with no excuse.
I guess you're right. Ugh. If he just left things the way they were, it never would have come to this. But he's forced our hand. Time to teach him a lesson.
Turn the murderer in!
Melusines can't be trusted! That goes for Neuvillette, too!
Peaceful coexistence? What a joke. Get out of the court of Fontaine and don't ever come back!
The results of the investigation are in, Captain Vautrin.
Go on.
There is no direct evidence, but reasonable inference indicates that the ones controlling the situation are supporters of the old regime. They tricked Miss Carroll into going to the crime scene and pressed charges against her. After that, they incited panic among the people in order to make Monsieur Neuvillette confess to his mistakes and yield up power. The guards were stopped by the enraged mob and couldn't intervene in time. Miss Carroll chose to sacrifice herself to pacify the situation.
And she called me a blockhead. A little investigation would have cleared things up. Why didn't she wait until we'd established the truth?
The situation had rapidly escalated to a physical altercation between infuriated citizens and the guards. Miss...
That is indeed something she...
Captain Vautrin, should I present these results to Monsieur
There's no need. Notify the guards to restrict public access to all information.
Restrict access to... Wait, are you planning to...
There's something I've never told Carol. I had a little sister named Ilaria who passed away when I was very young. She's just like Carol in every possible way. Innocent, kind, always believing the best. From the moment I met Carol, I knew that she'd be easily manipulated by others. I kept a cold demeanor and tried lecturing her into giving up.
Looks like she was unfazed by that.
Yes. In fact, some of her spirit must have I should have known. Those cowards don't have the guts to confront Neuvillette. Can you understand how I feel? Right now,
I understand, but I'm certain, Monsieur...
That's exactly why we need to keep this a secret. Give me the list of suspects. What happens after this, I will take responsibility for everything.
Did you know? They're hearing a major case today, and the criminal is Captain Vautrin of the Special Security and Surveillance, but apparently, he resorted to personal— I'm thinking, bail him out? Why?
Shh, keep it down! Besides, now that the old regime has been uprooted—
Vautrin sought vengeance for his friend for a valid cause. This represents the Please, think about it. If the same thing had happened to you, wouldn't you feel the same way? Yeah, that's right!
This whole thing started because of those despicable cowards who levied false accusations against
Monsieur Neuvillette.
Mr. Vautrin is innocent! He's innocent!
Order! I acknowledge your arguments. Vautrin, I understand your decision, which is why I cannot help but feel regret and even personal justice does not equate to justice as defined by the law. Therefore, you will be declared.
What? That can't be! Monsieur Neuvillette, please give this a little more
Vautrin, my friend, is there anything else you want to say?
Neuvillette, what have I done to deserve this? I've closely followed every one of your orders. Can't you see? Everyone in this room believes that I'm— Is this what justice means to you? And—
Order. Since there have been no further objections, the Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vautrin. According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
Goodbye, Monsieur Neuvillette.
This all happened because of Carol's naive ideas.
How can different species peacefully coexist anyway?
Apologies, it seems like my memories got the better of me. I tried my best to suppress the power of Hydro within myself, but it seems like it still caused due to my negligence. The overflow of emotions and memories must have affected you as well.
Wow. Anyways, the last—
It is as you said. This might be because I am— It is not only the fountain. I can sense emotions from all waters in Fontaine. Rivers—
That sounds awesome!
But I rarely ever do anything like this. Emotions carried by— Which ones? It's fine. I prefer not to speak of those memories. That does not mean I am— It was a coincidence, but perhaps it is a good thing that you saw everything in that form. You should now understand why I believe there to be a conspiracy behind all this. These two cases are much too similar. I felt like I needed to do so.
Paimon's starting to lose track of what you're saying. Don't leave Paimon out of the conversation. Paimon wants to—
Then let us get back to the point. While I was investigating the fountain, I did not sense too much hatred towards me within its accumulated emotions. I don't know what caused this to happen, but it seems like there won't be a shortcut to finding the organization. However, I did find some resentment directed towards Kiara.
Oh! Didn't we read about that in one of—
You've read about it? In that case, the resentment—
Huh? What are you doing here?
Navia! Nice to see you again! Is there some—
I've heard some things. Rumors are abroad that someone's scheming against Melusines, so I told the Spina di Rosula to keep an eye out for leads.
We've had...
Thank you. Where did you hear about all this?
The Chief Justice out on... You talked to Kiara, but didn't ask her to keep things secret. People curious to know out...
So that's what Charlotte...
Indeed. I did not...
You know... Anyway, any progress with...
The suspects who We are planning to return to the Palais Marmonia to...
All right, then I'll wait for my word. Ta-ta!
Neverlet, do you think they'll...
I have already considered that possibility, and I do not think that there will be any. What is more important is how the case is perceived by the public. 400 years ago, they chose to side with the old regime and direct their resentment towards... I hope the same won't happen again.
Strange. What are these people doing out on the streets so late at night? Did something happen? Let's take a look around.
Have you heard? Someone's plotting against a Melazine. This is 100% the truth. Even the Chief Justice...
What? That's it! Who's been threatening Melazines? Show...
Our enemies are lurking in the shadows and won't easily reveal them.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. The guards have all... Think about how much we...
Everyone, please stay alert to your surroundings from now on. If you see...
It feels like you've been following me this whole time. Did something happen?
We were informed that.
Nope. We just finished our shifts and happened to be strolling by.
Have you had dinner yet? Why don't we check out the new items at the dessert shop ticket?
This isn't a good time to be out and about.
Come on, don't act tough.
All right. You should never skip meals. Especially if you have another
I heard even Nervulette's keeping an eye on the situation. This is the perfect chance to get promoted.
Seriously? Were you planning to shirk your duty?
Relax, I was just playing.
That's more like it.
Come and fight me instead, you cowards!
Have you heard? Even the Special Patrol came to...
Shh! Look! Is it that Nervulette? I think he's looking at it.
Looks like there's nothing to worry about.
This is truly wonderful.
So...
No, I should... Let us stick to our plan and return to the Palais Marmonia.
Wind strategy! Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Witness my rise. Laid bare.
Overruled.
The smuggling case was solved by the joint forces of the guards and the Maréchaussée Phantom. The list of involved suspects should be...
What does it say?
The principal offenders Domenico, Inica, Yuna, and others have been caught. They have been sent to the fortress of Meropide. Those with close connections or mutual interests with the offenders, but who did not participate in the case, will not stand trial. Among them, surveillance of Essin has ceased on account of his good behavior.
So many names. Is the one who sent that threatening
Yes, there is something suspicious about it. It seems like he's closely related to the core members of the
Monsieur Neverland, someone claiming to be from the Spina di Rosula he said, and I quote, "We have located the suspect. They're chatting at the cafe." Huh? How did Navia find them so quickly? We've only just figured out—
I too am perplexed. The cafe isn't too far from here.
These new gardeners full of enthusiasm was definitely the right decision.
Free coffee for me.
Hey, Navia, we're here! Whoa. Check out all these people! Hey there! Are you Navia's friends too?
These are the people who have had recent dealings at the Marechaussee Phantom. They're...
Invite them over.
Exactly. Now...
Yeah, it's our pleasure to be guests of the Spina di Rosula.
I've wanted to have a meetup.
But... Oh well, let's...
Yes, that's me.
You're Essa?
Yes. Yes, monsieur.
Did you write that threatening letter to Kiara?
I did, but I was just following orders.
Orders from whom?
Domenico. He was my boss. I couldn't disobey his orders.
Domenico. Where is he now?
The fortress of Meropide.
Well, I'm afraid even the Spina would have trouble looking into that place. Looks like you'll have to make the trip yourselves. This was as much as I could do.
You've done more than enough. I am extremely grateful for your help.
Leave the formalities for later. You should find Domenico first. If he really is the one setting up the conspiracy, it'd be best if he's exposed as soon as possible.
All right then, let's head to the fortress right now.
Please escort the remaining guests back to the Fleuve Cendre.
Yes, boss.
Welcome to the Fortress of Meropide, dear esteemed guest.
We're back! Oh, and a greeting from none other than the Duke him-
This isn't anything new. I figured you had important matters to discuss when the two of you, not to mention the Chief Justice, showed up. Let's assume we've gone through the pleasantries and cut right to the chase. I do remember a thing or two about Domenico. He once attempted to round up the other inmates and instigate a protest.
Who does this guy think he is? Paimon hopes nothing came of it.
He once attempted to, I said, meaning that it was over before it even started. And now he's threatening Melazines, is he? To be honest, Domenico doesn't seem like much of a conspirator. The fact that the three of you bothered to personally investigate raises a flag. Is there something else going on behind the scenes here?
He's got the same concerns we do.
I am concerned about this incident because something similar has occurred in the past. I wish to meet Domenico in person and have my questions answered.
That's an easy one. Let me think. I think he's at...
Oh, did I hear someone say Melazine? What happened? Sigewinne! Yeah, and we're investigating. The person who threatened her really is...
There's no need to worry. Clarande is protecting her as we speak.
Well, that's great. But if the criminal's still... Is there anything you can do about this?
Ah, head nurse. Do you require me to personally deal with the criminal?
Wriothesley.
Okay, I get it. I'll bring Domenico to you.
Think of it as more of a humble request. I'm here on my own accord, not to formally transfer a criminal. Thanks for the trouble. Consider me in your debt.
Whoa! If Paimon were the Duke...
Well, were I still a criminal, I'd probably ask for a light... But enough jokes. Make yourselves at home. Our dear head nurse has mentioned...
Please come with me to the infirmary. Ah, and watch your step. There's some pretty dark areas, so make sure you don't trip over anything.
Into the wind.
Now that I think about it, I can leave this place soon. Huh?
Please rest here for a moment. Oh, and would anyone like anything to drink? Paimon's not that thirsty, but thanks anyway. Thirst is a warning sign that you're dehydrated, which means you have to drink up even before that. I'll bring you some tea. I'm sure you'll have a lot to talk about. Typical Sejuin. Concerned about everyone's health as always. Why aren't you two saying anything?
You noticed them too. The badges they wore.
Familiar? Paimon didn't even realize they were wearing them. But if both of you say so, let's go ask them about it.
That's not a bad idea. I place great trust in Wriothesley, so I rarely visit the fortress of Meropide.
Need help organizing the loot? I'm an expert.
Anything you need? Oh, this? Are you interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network?
What's that?
We have a very long history. Going back, we have never had many members throughout. Helping each other is our purpose.
Sounds like a pretty neat organization.
Oh, but people won't.
You two look kind of familiar. It's the symbol of the Mutual Aid. From what I've heard, it's based on something called a Medal of Peace. I've never seen one of those medals for myself. The first president of our network was an amazing person. Powerful as he was, all of us have a lot.
Interested in joining the Mutual Aid Network? If you'd like to learn more, our slogan may have evolved over the centuries. Here, the...
We should have gathered enough information. Let's head back and talk to Neverland.
Did you manage to gather any intel?
Mm-hmm. The people who wore the badges belong to an organization called the Mutual Aid Network. According to them, the badge's design was inspired...
I personally crafted 2 of them. Carol's medal was destroyed in a fire.
Oh, so the network was inspired by... Monsieur Neuvillette, His Grace has requested your presence in his office. He's found Domenico.
All right. Let us talk to him first and get...
Allow me to introduce this fine gentleman. Why don't you explain everything to him?
Neuvillette? What do you want?
Calm down. I merely want to ask you a few questions. Was it your idea to send that letter to a Melusine? Essin has already confessed, so there really isn't any need to keep hiding.
That idiot! I can't believe I trusted him.
Let me ask this another way. It was your idea to send that letter, correct?
Yeah.
Who is pulling your strings?
What? You're not trying to frame me for something I haven't done, are you?
It's best if you realize the gravity of your situation. I assume your previous attempt to incite unrest at the Fortress of Meripede has something to do with this as well.
I admit I acted on impulse. I'll tell you the truth.
I can do that.
You see, we're all reasonable people here.
I only intended to do some small business at first. Someone contacted me about delivering some goods. After making a few trips, I was suddenly approached by the Maréchaussée Phantom. But I refused to accept any of that. The ignorant can be rightfully absolved from guilt, right?
And then you decided to take revenge on the Melusines? Over that?
My initial target was Neuvillette. But for some reason, no one... In the end, I had to redirect my focus onto Melusines to salvage things. I recall that Chiara was the one who confiscated my goods for inspection, but the letter was in fact addressed...
Am I to assume that the claims you've made are your own thoughts? Have you been in contact with any suspicious people recently?
No.
Is it true that all members involved in the smuggling scandal have been caught?
Yes. And that's all I know.
Sigewinne, please take him back to the detention center. I'll deal with him later. So, Monsieur Neuvillette, you were concerned that there might be a shadowy faction looking to capitalize on the delicate situation with the Melusines to stir up greater chaos?
Yes. I experienced a similar incident in the past, so I had to be prepared for any possibility.
And how long?
More than 400 years.
You might be overthinking this. Time can change a lot of things.
What do you mean?
400 years ago, you and the Melusines you brought to Fontaine were the outlier. But in the present day, if someone were to threaten the safety of the...
That's right! We saw lots of people standing up...
Monsieur Neuvillette, when people refuse to place... For almost 500 people no longer have... Right now, you're...
Paimon gets it now.
I am undeserving. It isn't anything special or worthy of praise. It is unnecessary.
There's no need to be so. You're no longer that outsider.
I must say that you've made a fair... Thank you for clearing...
Huh? You're leaving?
And so soon, too? Why not stay for a cup of tea?
Thank you for the offer, but I know how this place works all too well. While some are here to redeem, the less time I spend here...
In that case, I'll have to insist.
Please.
The first is about the
The guard was indeed deployed from the Palais Mermonia's staff. However, as I mentioned earlier, I visited...
Well, that makes things a lot easier. Hey now, don't let your imagination run wild. Those from up there have I'll have a chat with...
I see no issues.
Great, that's...
The other thing was...
Yep, never...
I noticed the small... I've looked into their according to In other words...
What? During his trial, I could...
Perhaps he had been...
An act?
Neuvillette and Vautrin had a close relationship, thus, and to those who had been sick. That's all from me.
I don't have any... Well then, let...
Please, take care.
That trial is something I rarely bring up in conversation, but... I have always felt deep regret for what happened to both Carol and Vautrin. The words he spoke in court often replay in my mind, as if urging me on to do something.
But said he never resented you, right? Isn't that a good thing?
I believe I now understand what he wanted to tell me. I feel conflicted about those words. How should I describe it? Surprise, relief, fear, and regret. But this blend of emotions has led me to finally understand some things. I would like to hear your thoughts, too. What do you think of me?
Paimon agrees with everything Wriothesley said. As Chief Justice, every single one of your trials makes an impact on hey!
What I really think is... every trial you've ever judged has left its impression on you. And that's what makes you who you are today.
That is it. As I said, I find it difficult to express my emotions because I cannot fully understand myself. But I trust your judgment. These changes were not due to any specific occurrence. I will try to contemplate this further.
Oh, huh? It's raining! Oh no, Paimon forgot to bring an umbrella! Come on, let's hurry before it rains harder!
It's raining again? I've had enough of this weather.
There go my travel plans.
Did you read the news this morning? Quick, put away everything on the clothesline.
When is this rain going to stop?
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
They're planning to reanimate the monster. We have to report this to the Chief Justice.
The Fortress of Meripede. It's a good place for me.
He owes me so many answers.
Neuvillette? You could say he's the real symbol of Fontaine's justice.
Watch him closely. He could be trouble.
Different species.
Who's been threatening Melusines? Show yourself!
In the human world, from the delightful to the depressing. And one day, when you have dwelt among humanity long enough, you will be placed to bring judgment over all as a spokesperson for Fontaine's past.
Good morning, Monsieur Neuvillette! The rainy season's almost over! The skies are supposed to clear in a few days!
I hope you find time to enjoy the sunny days ahead.
Is the matter resolved?
Yep, we found the person who sent that threatening letter.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Sorry for dragging you up.
There's no need to apologize.
Yeah, you didn't drag us in. We got involved of our own accord.
By the way, where's Kiara?
At the Palais Marmonia, more than 50 people offered to protect her. Some even hid within the bushes to look out for danger. I was worried that the excess of protection would make...
What a relief.
Well, now it looks like the dust has finally settled. To celebrate this joyous occasion, Monsieur...
That's not how you celebrate.
I will consider it.
Really?
Of course. My schedule is full for the following weeks. Come up with questions during the intervening days.
Yes!
Now, if you'll excuse me, I must head back to the Palais and issue a... I hope it will assuage the concern.
Oh, an exclusive interview! Am I... Don't let anything hold you back. Make the most of this opportunity.
I agree.
Here we go.
Kiara?
Monsieur Neuvillette?
It's quite all right. I'm here to tell you that we have caught the sender of that threatening letter.
Thank you, Monsieur. And thank you too, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon. Everyone's been so nice to me, so I've always felt really safe.
Do you remember Domenico? He was the sender of that letter.
Let me think. I can't remember. My memory isn't that good. By the way, I saw Carol in my dreams just now. Where's she gone, by the way? In my dream, she looked really happy. She held my hand and said, Kiara. I can't remember what our dreams were anymore, and I don't know why.
I can sense your joy. It is indeed a delightful moment.
Monsieur Neuvillette, are you happy to... Oh, I almost forgot! I promised to model for Alov.
Of course. Off you go.
See you next time, Monsieur, Traveler and Big Sis Paimon.
See you next time. I once thought that time was of no consequence to me. Distance yourself from others and stay focused on your work. A few years or a few hundred. But after all this, I've realized that perhaps this way of thinking is fundamentally flawed. The passing of time has its own consequences.
Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. Wind Strider. Sure.
Transfixed.
One with nature.
Let's go, Twirly! This shop looks popular today. Wonder what the occasion is. Butterfly Dew Cosmetics. Oh, Seedween's here too. Hey there, Seedween! Hello there, Traveler and Paimon. You bet we are. So anyway, what are you doing here, Seedween? The Duke insists I take regular vacations in the Court of Fontaine. This one just so happened to coincide with a promotion for a new skincare product, so I came over to take a look. I like to keep up with the latest industry developments when I can, to help me with my magazine articles. Wait, you write? For a magazine? Which one? It's called Beautés en Fleur, and it's run by the Fontaine Beauty Association. I've done lots of articles about skincare for them, using the pen name Maritime Flower. Oh, wow! You're a Maritime Flower? If Paimon's not mistaken, you're one of the leading figures in the Fontaine Beauty Association! What's so weird about that? Everyone loves beauty! I really like this role. The staff at cosmetic shops are always so polite. And as long as I wear a big smile on my face, I always get the best customer service. Well, they sure don't want to make an enemy of the Maritime Flower. Obviously, it's because of Seedween's love for beauty. Still a leader of the Beauty Association? That's incredible. The truth is, I study this field because I cherish my own appearance. It has nothing to do with being beautiful or not. Oh, the words of a master beautician defy comprehension! Not really. Actually, Melusine aesthetics are very different from human ones. We don't view humans based on their appearance. If I had to describe our approach, I'd say it's based on cuteness. Oh, really? Yep. Still, I really value my current appearance, and in the process of taking care of it, it turns out my knowledge and experience is pretty popular with beauty product lovers. It came as a big surprise to me, though. Oh, Paimon gets it now. But speaking of your appearance, how come you look human anyway? Are you like only half Melusine? Ooh, wait, sorry. That was probably really offensive, wasn't it? No, I don't mind. I'm not mixed, though. If you're interested, I could tell you the story. A shape-shifting story? Once upon a time. Long ago, humans rejected Melusines, and Melusines feared humans. There was one Melusine who became fascinated with human medicine, but no human wanted her help. And there was one girl who liked Melusines, so no humans would make friends with her. So, the Melusine became the girl's friend, and the girl became the Melusine's patient. Your checkup's all done. You're still in perfect health. Thank you, Dr. Melusine. In this game of doctor and patient, a friendship was born. Then, one day, the girl fell ill. The Melusine was the only doctor to arrive on time, but the adults sent her away.
Scram! Melusines can't be trusted!
So just because I'm not human, I can't save my best friend? In desperation, the Melusine approached the frightening witch. She begged and begged until she got a reply.
If you take this potion, concocted of sin, you will gain a human face and grow human limbs. But then, you will lose everything that attracted this friend of yours to you in the first place. Can you accept that?
The Melusine did not hesitate for very long. On a rainy night, a little doctor knocked on the girl's door. The doctor wore a hood and raincoat, maybe to protect her from the rain, but maybe also to hide a secret. The little doctor held the girl's hand and treated her illness, just as she had so many times before. Dawn came, and the little girl's condition improved. But the little doctor was long gone, for she knew her friend would never recognize her again. And so, since then, I've lived my life in human form. Most people who know me just think I was born this way. Ooh, a witch? A potion? Why does this sound like a fairy? Trust me, it's a true story. Must be the way you told it then. It just sounds so... yeah, not treating patients is a doctor's duty. We must always fight... It's so quick. Well, sometimes appearance can be a real barrier. Hi, Run too! Here's...
Attention customers! Thank you all for waiting. Now, on behalf of our skincare partner, I'm delighted to announce that our
Oh, there we go. Let's have a look, shall we? Paimon, if you want to buy any skincare products, I'll be happy. Really? Personal advice right from a...
Allow me to introduce our new... To say that it improves skin... We are thrilled to have the inventor of this fantastic product with us.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Rawat, and I developed Butterfly Dew.
Wow, what a looker. He's a researcher?
I'm well aware that researchers are generally better known for... Of course, appearance is a skin deep... It can rob a young person of... But what if I told you that if our appearance prevents us from changing, then wash away moles, birthmarks, and wrinkles, and they can no longer rob us of our confidence. Replace them with lust. That is why Butterfly Dew exists. Its mission is to allow us to shed our pupae, undergo a complete metamorphosis, and embrace...
Well, whether it actually works or not, after that...
Mr. Rawat, could I ask?
Of course, I tried it many times while I was testing it.
Wow, then it's sure to work.
Still, I don't expect to convince you just by blowing my own trumpet.
Oh, Paimon volunteers!
Hmm? Oh, what an honor! It appears we have a giant of the Fontaine Beauty Association here with us. In that case, Miss Sijuin, could we seek your most expert opinion on this
Sure.
Whoa, is that Romaritime flower?
Here you go.
Well, it's very kind to the skin, and the absorption rate is high. Wow, now that's high.
I'll take one.
Any discounts?
All right. Well, all that remains for me to say is...
Think we should buy a bottle too? Of course you bring up Mora. Fine, Paimon will pay out of her own pocket. And if you're worried about whether it's the right product... can do it. No, I can't. I can do it. Oh, it's fine. I can definitely do it. Right. Let's go, Swirly! Spin to win!
Rise.